This is my third time trying to film this, but what up, friends? It's your girl E, your favorite purple hair notary. I keep getting real estate calls while I'm here, but I just finished a closing. It was a double closing and one buyer, two purchases, and I am so good at this that I did two in like an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, like an hour and 15 minutes. We closed two deals, and I'm about to drop this off at FedEx. So in Hudson County, there are only two FedExes. I do not like the one in Jersey City. One, I don't like the parking situation. Two, I just don't like the staff. So I don't really go to the one in downtown Jersey City, and I think their drop is earlier than this one in Hoboken. So I always go to the Hoboken. I don't care if it's going a little bit further, but like I said, there are only two in this entire county, which I think is insane because Hudson County is very large. Anywho, I wanted to talk about dropping packages off at like where they're employees, right? Staff, that's the word I'm looking for. Staff location, where it's FedEx, UPS. I just want to say, please make sure you're dropping these off at staff locations. I recently, a title company that I work with, a notary did not put it in a staff location. They put it in one of those drop boxes, and they are a vet just like I am. And I've never done that in the 5 years that I've been doing it, now like 5.5, that I've been a notary. I've never dropped in one of those drop boxes. That is a big, I've always been told that that's a big no-no, and I don't do it. I'm not one of those people, oh, let me test it out, let me see. And I've heard some people do it and they have no issues, and that's why they continue to do it. But I'm not running the risk of someone not coming to pick it up, and it's just been sitting there for days and no one goes to that location. Not doing it. Because also in my head, and when I think about it, if I was a UPS driver, like, yeah, I'm and you know, maybe I'm my schedule and I have to cut some things within my schedule, my route. I'm not sure how that works, but the way I would picture, if I have to skip some, is definitely going to be those drop boxes. And again, thinking about how large Hudson County is, it's so large. There's so many of those drop boxes. There is no way that every day, all the time, the FedEx or UPS is hitting up those drop boxes to pick them up. So I never trusted, and I don't think that you should either. But going back to that other veteran notary, lost money. Money was lost. Closing costs was lost. That's insane to have. Like, if you know you do this, or you're in real estate in any sort of like any part of the transaction, you're losing people's money. Like, when we are closers, loan signing agents, whatever you want to call it, when you're handling real estate documents, they're very important. And more often than not, the transaction itself is very stressful. And my favorite part about being the notary is that most people are less stressed. The stress is gone. All the drama is over. All the negotiations are over. Sometimes people are beefing with the seller, and it's just happy to be done. So now imagine I'm coming to you with my $100,000 in closing costs, ready like for this fucking nightmare deal to be done, and the notary loses my check and I have to do this over. I don't get the keys to my house. It's delayed. Nah. And then I miss my rate lock or something like that, and I have to, that's additional monies. Are you paying for it as a notary? No. I know people are like, well, that's what my E&O insurance is for. No, don't do that. Like, no, drop it at a staff location. I was in a clubhouse where we were talking about receipts. I just get the receipt to get the receipt. As far as filing claims and things like that, I, like, thank goodness, knock on wood, I've yet to have to, you know, make a claim for UPS losing anything that I've sent out. But I always still make sure I drop it off, let title know that I'm done, that it's complete, and it's been dropped off. I don't always send pictures of the receipt, just depending on how anxious the signing service is, which I don't work with a lot of them anyway because they're a little bit too anxious for me. Like, I think that's a conversation for another day, so I'm not even gonna go into like that side note. But please, if you don't listen to anything I say, any advice as a notary, mine, like, do not drop it off at one of those drop boxes. Make sure you're dropping off your FedEx and UPS documents at a staff location. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what their experience is. Like, look, that notary's been doing this for a long time. So they probably also, and that's probably the first time that it's ever happened. I'm good. I am good on that. I'd rather drop it off at a staff location to where I know that I handed it to somebody there. Like, you can pull video surveillance if you want to. Like, there is no evidence and no proof that you dropped it off somewhere. And again, it's people's money. It's people's money. And then they're not going to want to fuck with you anymore. You might lose one of your clients. Like, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So make sure you're dropping off at staff locations. And, you know, keep your name intact. Don't do something silly like that. And of course, any mistakes that you do or that you make, please hold yourself accountable and fix those mistakes. And that's also why I charge what I charge, because in the event that I have to go back, hey, I made really good money off this deal. I made really good money off this transaction. I fucked up. I have no issues going to correct my errors. And that's it. Like, that's the message. Drop at staff locations. You don't want to be losing people's money. And even sometimes those clients will use you again. I've had people that I've met at closings. They need notaries sometimes for different things. Take me, and then they become they now then become like my client. The buyers, the sellers become my notary clients because they need me for other reasons. And so imagine you lost my $100,000. You just made this transaction even more stressful on me. I will never recommend you. I may want to blacklist you. Give you a bad review somewhere. Please, let's keep our name intact. We're building a business, and that's something that's really important, is our brand and what we do and how we service people. So again, that's the message. Make sure you're dropping off at staff locations. Okay? Got it? All right. Thanks. You know what to do. If you need any more notary tips, follow my journey. I will be doing some education pieces coming soon, because people always ask me questions. But yes, so, like, subscribe, share with your notary friends. I would really appreciate that. Follow my other socials. I'm Notable Moments across all socials. Follow me. Let's become notary friends, notary buddies. Oh, and before I go, if you are a notary out there, I am also looking to expand notaries that I may need for closings, things like that. I want to build my notary roster. So if you are another notary, please DM me, find me, email me. I'm probably going to have a sign up link soon. I would love to connect and add to my notary roster. All right. Thanks for listening to my little rant about leaving them at staff locations. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you. And until next time.